Hi, my name's Mark Daly and I'm an immigration attorney. Welcome to the step-by-step video tutorial for the form I-130. We're so glad you are here because we're going to take you step by step and line by line through this amazing form. And this form is the first form you need to deal with when you are going for a green card based on marriage between a non-citizen and a U.S. citizen. Now, I want to say first off that I am an immigration attorney. I was admitted to the bar, the California bar, in 1999, and I've always practiced immigration law. Before I was admitted to the bar, I practiced as a paralegal for 4 years with my mom, Sybil Daly, and my brother, Jim Daly. So the three of us are all immigration attorneys. And I give advice every day in my office. I'm here in my office recording this video. And what I'm not doing right now for you is giving you advice. And this is a disclaimer of the information I'm going to be presenting to you. When I'm in my office, people tell me their stories. I listen to their stories and I advise them. I advise them on how we're going to fill out this I-130 form all the time. Well, since I can't hear your story and I don't know what's going on in your life, the information I'm giving you, you cannot rely on it as advice. So when you're filling out your form, you have to listen to my instructions and then think about your own situation and figure out what you're going to put into that box. And it's very important you know this because we're going to have a great time going line by line and step by step through this form. You're going to get a ton of information about the form. But we're not presenting legal advice here for you. So if you need legal advice, you need to contact an attorney. And we're going to be going through this form and the instructions. And there's going to be parts where you're going to wonder what to do because it's complicated, very complicated. And if you get this weird feeling like, oh my God, I really don't know what I'm supposed to put in there, then you need legal advice. You need advice from someone to say, well, tell me your situation, you tell your story, and then they'll say, okay, this is what you need to put into that box. And that's legal advice, right? So I'm not doing that. I'm going to go through the boxes on the form. We're going to get really clear about what it means. And in my experience, many people can go and do these forms on their own. Now the other thing I want to talk to you about is this issue around the I-130. You know, I've had so many people come into my office thinking, hey, I filed the I-130, why didn't I get my green card? And the truth is that the I-130 is what they call the petition for the alien relative. It's a petition, and what it does and what it says basically is that I, the U.S. citizen, am married to someone who I want to get a green card for. And I'm going to prove that we're married. And I'm going to prove that we're living together. And I'm going to prove that we can get a green card based on this relationship. Okay? What it does not say is my wife, who is a citizen of Mexico, needs to get a green card, and she wants to get a green card because she deserves and she qualifies for a green card. That is a separate application. That green card application is I-485, okay, application to register permanent residence. So that's not what we're doing here. The I-130 is about the relationship between the husband and the wife. And this form can also be used for different family relationships, like parent and child, brother and sister, okay? And those are the basic ones. Spouses are one of the main relationships that this form is used for. So I wanted to get that really clear because this form, this I-130 form, is a very important form, but it cannot be used on its own to get your green card. In order to get a green card, you need to file several forms all together. And what we have are a series of video tutorials that go into all those other forms. And we sell those video tutorials, but this one is free. This one is a very deep video tutorial. We're going to get you started on filling out your I-130. And you're going to have questions come up, and we're going to go very deeply into this. Now, the other thing we're going to do, and all our video tutorials work this way, we're going to use a screen capture. So we're going to actually be showing you what documents you need to use, what websites you need to look at, what applications you're going to file. And here's why. We want you to use the USCIS website to get all your forms and to get all your information. If you're going to do it on your own, you've got to use this website. Why? Because they have the latest information and they have the latest versions of the form. Now, you may have been to the website. If you have, was it confusing? Were you able to get all the information you need? Well, probably yes. I mean, you can get all the information you need, but it's so confusing you don't know what information you need. So I'm going to take you through that website, and we're going to go click by click to show you how to get the instructions, how to get the forms, and that way you get to understand what's going on. And so we're going to switch over to that part of the video right now. So here we are at the home page. We're going to click on Immigration Forms, scroll down, and this is the place that's get all the information. Before we scroll down, let's look at the top here. Immigration Forms. Prior to downloading your form, please note the following. Fees should be made payable to the Department of Homeland Security or U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Please take time to read our general directions on immigration forms, as well as fee and fee waiver information. That's right, you can also request a fee waiver, which means you don't have to pay the fee if you don't have enough money to pay for it. There's a signature requirement stuff there. We're instructed you must pay an $80 biometric fee for electronically capturing fingerprints. That's what they mean by biometric. It's capturing fingerprints